In late 2020, a rumor exploded online. TikToks and YouTube Shorts claimed the infamous Annabelle doll had escaped its display case. Some said she was missing, others said she'd just been moved. A few even connected her escape to unexplained deaths and disasters happening around the world. Within days, millions of people were frantically searching for an answer to one terrifying question: was Annabelle missing? To understand why this story went so viral, we need to untangle three very different things that always get mixed up: the movie version of Annabelle, the real doll, and the digital panic itself. Let's start with the real Annabelle. She's not a creepy porcelain doll. She's a Raggedy Ann doll, given to a nursing student back in the early 1970s. According to the famous paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, what started as a simple gift soon turned sinister. The owner and her roommate reported finding the doll in different rooms, sometimes standing upright even though it was just cloth. They even claimed it left handwritten notes saying, "Help us." The women contacted a medium who told them the doll was possessed by the spirit of a deceased child named Annabelle. But the Warrens disagreed. They believed the activity wasn't a human spirit at all, but something demonic. They took the doll and locked it away in their occult museum in Connecticut, inside a glass case with a clear warning: do not touch. For decades, that's where the story stayed, mostly known only to paranormal enthusiasts. Then came the movies. The Conjuring franchise turned Annabelle into a global horror icon. But here's a key detail: the movie doll looks nothing like the real one. This is crucial, because most of the people freaking out online during the 2020 panic had only ever seen the Hollywood version. So in August of that year, social media posts started claiming the doll was gone. Some videos alleged a museum employee had confirmed it. Others took unrelated tragedies and tried to weave a supernatural connection. This panic spread like wildfire, partly because it happened during a time of global anxiety. With lockdowns and constant bad news, fear was already in the air, and this story was the perfect fuel. The rumor got so big that an official statement was needed. The Warren's son-in-law, who managed the museum, went public. He explained that the doll had not moved, had never been missing, and was safely in its case. He even shared photos and videos to prove it. But despite the evidence, the rumors kept swirling. This is where things get really interesting, because the viral panic follows a classic pattern seen in other stories about cursed objects. First, you have an object with a scary reputation. Second, you have a claim that it's no longer contained. Third, people start linking it to unrelated bad events. And finally, any denial is dismissed as just part of a cover-up. Psychologists who study belief contagion say that fear-based rumors are most effective when the object already has a powerful symbolic meaning. Annabelle represents a dangerous force being held back. The moment you imagine that restraint has failed, the fear multiplies exponentially. Of course, skeptics have plenty of questions about the original Annabelle case itself. How can you verify the movements of a soft cloth doll? Were the handwritten notes ever authenticated by an expert? Most of the story relies on witness testimony, not hard physical evidence. But believers argue that the Warrens saw similar patterns in many other cases, and the doll's spooky reputation existed long before the internet could amplify it. Here's what we can verify. At the time of the panic, the occult museum was closed to the public. No one could go and see the doll for themselves, which created a vacuum where speculation could thrive. We can also verify that there were no police reports, no insurance claims, and no museum records ever filed about a missing doll. No staff member has ever come forward with proof. The entire panic was digital. And yet the emotional reaction was undeniably real. People reported having nightmares. Some said they felt like they were being watched after seeing the videos. The fear was genuine, mirroring responses to other famous cursed objects like haunted mirrors or paintings. The object itself doesn't need to do anything. The asterisk idea that it is powerful enough. From a paranormal perspective, the most fascinating question isn't whether Annabelle escaped. It's why so many people instantly believe she had. Researchers have noticed that belief gets stronger when a scary object is framed as being contained for safety. The glass case, the warnings, the locks, they all build up the tension. The moment that containment is questioned, the object's perceived threat level skyrockets. In the Annabelle panic, the internet collectively imagined that exact scenario. In the end, the story collapsed. The doll was never missing. The wild claims had no evidence. And the panic faded almost as quickly as it began. But the episode taught us something important about modern hauntings. They don't need physical proof anymore. They just need a good story and a way to spread it. Annabelle didn't have to escape her case to cause real fear. The idea that she might have was more than enough. So, was it a haunting or a hoax? If you're asking whether the doll physically escaped, the answer is a clear no. But if you're asking whether belief itself created a real, measurable psychological event, the answer is a lot more unsettling. The fear was real. The panic was real. Millions of people reacted as if something truly dangerous was on the loose. And that leaves us with one last question. If a haunting can exist entirely online without a single object ever moving, does that make it any less real? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the strange side of the internet, be sure to like and subscribe for more.